How to make six figures in your 20s. Welcome to another episode of Boss in the Bentley. Now, this is what I do on the way to work, on the way to a meeting. I turn on the camera and answer your question. Just because I'm getting so many questions from you, from all over the world, and I thought, you know what, this is a good way for me to answer your question and also be time efficient as well. So, how to make six figures in your 20s? A lot of young people, they ask me when they're getting started, Dan, how do I become successful? How do I become successful like you in my early 20s, or even I'm 18 years old, 19 years old? How do I get started? Today, I'm going to give you an answer that may be a little bit surprising. Now, I could only speak from my own experience, nothing more. So when I was getting started, I started my first business when I was in high school, very young age. And I tried a lot of different businesses and had a lot of different failures. In fact, I started and failed at 13 businesses before having my first success. I was trying to fix computers for people. I was trying the vending machine business. I was trying the software business. I was trying the lawn mowing business. I tried network marketing, many different businesses, and they all fucking failed, right? So in my early 20s, when I was 21, 20 years old, I found my first mentor. His name is Alan. And Alan took me under his wings. And I worked for him for next to nothing for 1 year, basically as a volunteer in his office. And he taught me a lot of things about business and marketing and copywriting. In case you don't know what copywriting is, he taught me how to write ads. How do you create marketing like letters and sales letters? How do you communicate with people? How do you put words on a piece of paper that would persuade, influence people to make a purchase? So he gave me that skill set. I consider that as a high income skill. If you watch my other videos, you know that I am a very big proponent of the high income skill. So that's my very first high income skill. After that, I opened up my own one-man advertising agency as a kind of like, if you watch the TV show Mad Men, that's kind of what that is, a one-man advertising agency. I was doing consulting and cooperating for people. And I was making about $10,000 a month in my early 20s as a copywriter. So that's my very first high income skill. And that's how I started making six figures in my 20s at a young age. So what do you need to do? In order to make that money, I can tell you that if you focus on making the money, you won't get there. Okay, you gotta think of what is my talent, what is my skill, what is something that I could offer to the marketplace that I could charge good money for. If you're working at a job making 10, 20, 15, 20 bucks an hour, it's very difficult to get that six-figure income. But as young people, it could be, if you're in your early 20s, some kind of skill. Now it could be sales, it could be marketing, it could be whatever it is, a talent, maybe a passion that you have that you can offer to businesses. Because it's easy to charge more money when you're working with businesses. Not always 100%, but let's say you're working with companies and businesses, and you can bring that skill. It could be video production skill, it could be editing skill, it could be animation skill, doesn't matter. But you're working with a business, with a company, where you could charge high ticket price. That's what I teach. Where in my early 20s, when I was working with clients, at first I was charging $500, $1,000, $2,000 per client. Later on, as I get better, I was able to charge $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 per client. So although I was making $10,000 a month, I wasn't working with 5, 10 clients. I was working with maybe 1 to 2 clients per month. And each client was paying me $8,000, $10,000 per project. If you think about that, then I don't need a lot of clients to make good money. Does that make sense? I don't need a lot of new clients all the time. So I was able to do that. So transaction size matters. The type of skill that you offer matters. Example, I've seen young people where digital marketing, they're providing Instagram skill, where they help people manage Instagram, Facebook, or Facebook ads, or Google, or funnel building, or closing on the phone. That's what I teach. All these skills, any one of them, that you can add value to the business, especially in the sales and marketing arena, because you're being a profit center for the company, right? Where you're making them money, it's easy for you to charge a good amount of money for it, especially if the service is recurring. Because right now, let's say I'm paying a young gentleman managing my Instagram. By the way, if you're not following my Instagram, shame on you, okay? At Dan Lok. Go there right now. And you can see he's helping me manage, and I pay him a monthly fee to manage the Instagram and help me with the Instagram post. So if, let's say you are helping people with their social media, you're charging them, let's say $1,000 a month. Okay, $1,000 a month. With only 10 clients, you will make $10,000 a month. Each paying you $1,000 a month, recurring, so next month you don't have to get on new clients all the time. You're making $10,000 a month solid every month. As a social media person, as an Instagram person, as a Facebook person, as a closer, any of those skills, right? Any of those skills, you can make that $10,000 a month. That's how you do it. Second thing that you could do is what I call becoming the right-hand person, kind of intrapreneurship, or I call that the chicken entrepreneur. So it's like you're not quite ready to go out there and start your own business, but you can choose a business that's like high growth, fast growth, and you get yourself involved and you add value by adding your skill to the business, right? So let's say a company that's growing very, very well, growing very fast, you become the right-hand person for the CEO. You become the go-to person for the business owner. You participate and you say, you know what? Yes, I would take a lesser salary, but if I can help the company go from A to Z, can I get some revenue share? Can I get some profit share, right? You are, instead of starting from scratch, you pick a good business, a good vehicle that's going well, that's got a little team, you connect with the CEO, you become the right-hand person. That's also a very, very powerful way to make six-figure income. It's a much faster way. Right? Within my team, I have multiple people, young guys in their 20s, some like before, like 19 years old, making six-figure income because they work with me, they work within my organization, and they partner with me, in other words, right? They join my team. And because with my brand and everything, they're able to add value with this skill and to participate in the growth, and they can make their six figures. So pick someone that you respect, pick someone that you like, pick someone that you resonate with, that you know is also in the high growth phase, and you can become the right-hand person. You become the go-to person, no excuse, and you show up, you do the work. And if you pick the right person, you could also make six figures very, very quickly because you're not building something from scratch. You're not building something from scratch. Now also, although you might be, I know a lot of people ask me, well, Dan, how can I work with you? How can I join your team? One thing that you could do, because I'm very, very selective of who I work with, but I'm very open, I'm very welcoming to anyone who's got talent, who's got skill, who has got a good attitude. You can apply, you can go to www.teamdanlok.com, teamdanlok.com to apply. But again, I'm very selective. You can see the different positions that I have opened there. And so that's one way to do it, where you pick someone and you can help them. When you deliver value, then you can make the six figures. I believe those are the two ways. Develop your high income skill, offer it to the marketplace, or partner up with someone, become the go-to person, become the right-hand person for them in your early 20s to make six figures. There you go. That's the answer. Hit the subscribe button below, turn notification, so every single day we upload a new video so you will be notified. Also comment below if you have a question for me. If it's a good question, I'll pin it, I'll answer the question next time when we are going somewhere in the Boston Bentley. And you also check out all the videos on the right. We have hundreds of videos that you can check out. Check those out, check out the playlist. And don't ask the question if it's already in the playlist. Watch the videos. Until next time, I'll see you in my Bentley.